Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Golden Ratio podcast. I am Jen, GR Mom, joined as always by GR Dad.
Hi.
How's it going, GR Dad?
Good.
You holding it together?
Yep.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
The cocktail of the week this week is the Lawn Flamingo.
Yep.
It's a good name.
It's a good name. It's a good drink.
The Lawn Flamingo is lime juice, pineapple juice, a little bit of simple syrup, Campari, blackstrap rum. You can also use Goslings because you probably have that. And mezcal.
Yes, it's very tasty.
Yeah, it's got like a little smoky from the mezcal. It's in the direction of a drink called the Jungle Bird, which is rum and Campari and pineapple juice. It's got some mezcal in it, so it's pretty tasty.
Yeah, mezcal is a good drink. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Plus, good name, the Lawn Flamingo.
It's a great name. When my daughter was at summer camp, sleepaway camp once, I Amazoned her 2 pink lawn flamingos to put outside their cabin. Never really heard back about it, so probably she didn't like it.
Is that the camp where... So she went to one camp one year?
Yes, that is the camp, yes.
You weren't allowed to send snacks, and I was like, this rule is bullshit. And so I made her a stuffed animal. Like, I sewed it myself from scratch, and I stuffed it, but then I left room around the stuffing and put in a bag of chocolate chip cookies that I made.
It was genius.
Sewed it closed and sent it to her. And the fucking Nazi camp counselors intercepted it, cut the toy open, removed the chocolate chip cookies, and then sent this super passive aggressive note to your ex, I think, that was like, just wanted you to know that we removed the cookies, but gave her the thing.
Gave her the ripped up toy.
Yeah.
They were bad. They also forgot her, at the end of the hike in the woods once. They were just not real competent at anything.
I was trying so hard to be cool and be like, I'm going to make her cookies and smuggle them in.
It was a great idea. That camp was fucking awful.
Yep.
Pardon my French.
We're having feelings here in the Golden Ratio household, starting early in the podcast today.
Yep. It might get more calm for once. Yeah, possible. Starting very uncalm, we might get more calm.
Yeah, we might. You never know.
Hey.
You ready for Administrative Corner?
Oh, yeah. This is why I joined this clown show. For Administrative Corner, because I love it.
Friend of the squad, Sinister, sent me, I don't think you're prepared for this, a new phishing scandal.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. From CTV News in Northern Ontario. Cheating allegations rock Northern Ontario fishing tournament. This is by Darren MacDonald. He is a digital content producer for CTV NorthernOntario.ca.
Nice.
The Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry says it's investigating, quote, a matter related to the Top 50 Classic Tournament held earlier this month on Lake Nipissing.
People, quit cheating.
The ministry is currently investigating these matters, and as such, we are unable to provide any further comment at this time, the MNRF said in an email Thursday. Sources told CTV News that the controversy centers... because it's Canadian. So
yes, Centras. That's good.
On allegations, 2 teams altered the northern pike they caught on September 2nd to give them an advantage in the tournament, which has a top prize of $10,000.
Wow.
Under tournament rules, 3 of the 5 northern pike anglers must catch must be 61 centimeters or shorter.
Yep.
So you can catch 5 pikes. Remy's trying. Should we put Feta in the crate?
Yeah.
Pause. Okay.
I'll do it.
Okay, we're back.
Okay.
All right. Picking up where we left off. Feta's in the crate. They can catch 5 northern pike.
Yep.
3 of those 5 have to be smaller than 61 centimeters.
Very interesting. You can't just catch 5 monsters.
Nope. In this case...
Got to catch 3 fat ones. 3 short fat ones.
That's right. Girth matters.
Yeah, that's right. You can't just get... This is very funny.
Gotta get girth. In this case, the anglers are accused of catching longer pike and then trimming the tails to get them under the 61 centimeter limit.
Oh, come on.
I know.
Boy, guys. That wouldn't be obvious.
A post on the tournament's Facebook page refers to allegations of cheating in the tournament. Quote, "These anglers are denying these acts," the post said. That means without definitive proof that the anglers altered fish during tournament hours, they were entitled to fish on Sunday. The post also said that the people accused of cheating were being encouraged, and then has an asterisk, to take a polygraph test to prove their innocence. Polygraphs are super big in the fish tournament community. They do them all the time. And then the asterisk said, I guess, correction. An earlier version of this story said the anglers had agreed to take a polygraph. In fact, they were being encouraged to take it to clear their names. In a post dated September 5th, organizers were trying to arrange the tests and added that anyone refusing to take a polygraph would be permanently banned from the top 50 pike series and any related tournaments.
Wow.
We know the 2023 season didn't end the way any of us wanted to because it's about to get cold in Canada. You can keep fishing here all year, but it's going to be ice there soon.
Yeah, that's a different season, the ice fishing season.
Yeah. However, we wanted you to know it's being dealt with. In a message to CCTV News, tournament organizers said they couldn't comment on the incident until the MNRF completes its evaluation. All right.
Everyone's waiting for everyone else to complete their investigation.
Now, let me do a timeline here. So that story, cheating allegations rock Northern Ontario Fish Tournament, is dated, it was published September 21st and then updated September 26th.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
This article that I'm about to read you is published September 26th.
Whoa.
Same news outlet, same writer.
Right.
Headline, 4 people charged following controversy at Northern Ontario Fishing Tournament.
Wow.
So things progressed quickly. 4 people are facing charges for violating Ontario fishery regulations in connection with a recent tournament on Lake Nipissing. Somebody tell me if I'm saying that wrong. It's Nipissing.
It's probably Nipsing, but go ahead.
There's an I after the P, though.
Yeah.
Nipissing.
Nipissing.
All right, some Ontarian. Nipissing, it could be. Tuesday, the Ministry of Natural Resources and Forestry confirmed the 4 have been charged with failing to keep fish in a manner that allows size to be easily measured as set out under the Ontario Fishing Regulations 207 SOR/2007/237.
Wow. Even during a tournament, the rules of fishing licenses still apply.
As this matter is currently before the courts, we're unable to provide any further comment. Okay, so they've got a picture here, Ingo. I want you to look at the tail of this pike.
Well, it looks pretty trim. Looks pretty nicely, symmetrically trimmed.
It is quite... They have like a 2-part tail, right? Like a top fan and a bottom fan. They make a little V, and they are awfully neatly trimmed to 60 centimeters.
And there doesn't seem to be a natural, grading of them, and there's no, end part. They just cut it off with scissors.
Probably. As a result of the controversy, teams that are accused will not receive any prize money until the matter has gone through the court process. Anyone who finished below them will have to wait too. Nothing from their finish and below will be paid out until this is resolved, a message said. This includes overall titles. Anyone below them now, unfortunately, has to wait to receive money, and the overall title announcements have to wait because of this. If found guilty, the 4 face a $100 fine. Under
What?
Ontario Fishing Regulations 2007.
Not even per fish?
Section 39(3).
Oh.
$100 fine.
But they might lose the tournament money. They weren't going to be first anyway, though, right? Is this?
I don't know. It doesn't say where they
Oh.
would have finished anyway. So
They may not have gotten the 10. They may not have been qualified for the $10,000 grand prize anyway.
I don't know. They had some girthy fish.
Some short chonks.
I mean, they actually were long chonks, just modified.
Well, they cheated. Man, stop cheating in fishing tournaments.
Come on, guys. We have so very little.
We understand it's kind of weird and random and nature, but that's the beauty of it, isn't it?
So thanks to a friend of the squad, Sinister, they were like, I bet I'm one of 5,000 people to send it to you, and they are the only person who sent it to me. I want all news of fish scandals anywhere. Please send them. I don't care if 5,000 people send them. They make me happy.
Yep. They're kind of low stakes stories.
You ready for dog updates?
Sure. Me? What? I don't have to be ready. You're going to launch into dog updates anyway.
Sometimes you're like, no, I have an administrative corner item.
No, I got nothing new.
Okay, so dog updates. Feta finally lost all of her baby teeth, and man, do we have a bag of them. We don't have every single one, but we've got a lot of them.
Yeah, thanks to me.
You have been I found one tooth. I guess I pulled one out because it was hanging and like flopping around and really bothering her. It was not like just a little loose.
So
like
that
when
was
my
a
dad would
disturbing
have
story that
yanked
someone
it
was
out.
listening to in the dentist chair.
That's right. So yeah, but Ingo's been a really good scout for like finding little teeth, and they're so tiny. They look biggish in her mouth, but they are tiny on the floor.
They're rootless, right? They're just the top part that falls off.
Yep. But you found a lot of them.
Very proud. But also, Feta, good job for losing all your teeth.
Yep, she's now. Oh, I got Ingo that little sound thing on the podcast last time. You want to play all the sounds for everybody? That was the cheering.
Sure. This is when I make a dad joke.
Okay.
Those are crickets, everyone.
Yeah.
Or this is when I make a good dad joke.
Nice. Rim shot. Good.
Maybe bad. And then for really bad stuff.
I like the booze.
Yeah, I'm taking it away from you because otherwise that button's going to get worn out.
So yeah, she lost her teeth. So good job, Feta.
Yep.
She has been having poop accidents in the house at night. And I was here by myself on Friday night or Saturday night. And Remy woke me up at some point and I let him out and I came back in and I was like, oh, somebody pooped in here. And it was Feta. And so I started cleaning it up and then she had stepped in it and there were little poop footprints all over the house that I had to clean up individually.
Unpleasant when you're already sleepy and kind of sleepwalking around to have some kind of scavenger hunt around the house. the least fun scavenger hunt. We did get a new spot bot, so now we could
run two at once. Oh my god!
Now we have all these white spots in our carpets because they do a great job cleaning the carpet for a grapefruit sized spot.
You guys look on the snaps and you'll see little cleaner rings on the carpets in some places.
I know. We should really just take a day and clean the whole carpet with a spot bot.
Other than that, everybody's pretty stable. Vink and Brody continued to get their massages and laser. Mm-hmm. Remy and Guac are doing great, so we don't have a lot of dog updates, and that's great. We're going to embrace it.
Vink's still kind of limpy, but is untroubled by it, as she's untroubled by everything. So there you go, Vink.
Yep. It's going to be a short podcast this week, but that's okay. I need a break. But we're not done. It's time for... Oh, go ahead. Push the button. Yay. Is that applause for me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just doing a good job. You're doing a good job.
I got a lot of stuff going on, you guys. A couple more weeks and it'll be better. Time for Taste of the Keys.
Good.
You wanted to talk about the Haunted Key West TikTok podcast.
Yes, I think that's cool. There's a TikTok author. There's a couple that have moved to the Keys. I think they're realtors.
Yes, they are.
And they are very active on social media. They have an Instagram account. They have a TikTok account. And it's called Living in the Keys.
Yep. I'm pulling them up right now.
And they have good pictures. I think they have
Living in Key West.
Living in Key West, sorry. They have a small dog and they basically just post their, the equivalent of what we do with our dogs. They do with walking around Key West and stuff. But for October, they're doing every day a haunted story on their podcast, on their channels. I think they do it on Instagram too. I saw them on TikTok. And so they have the various, it overlaps a little bit with stories we've told, but it's still very interesting. So I think it's good. Jen was on their podcast.
I was just going to say, if you look up their podcast, Living in Key West, I was on it and I talk about the dogs and my book and it's a fun time. So you can find it.
You were also interviewed by Gwen Filosa.
This week, Gwen Filosa came to our house.
Winning journalist.
Two Pulitzer Prizes.
Two Pulitzer Prizes, no waiting. She interviewed you for her an article.
Keys Weekly podcast.
Of the Keys Weekly podcast. She is now
it's not out yet though.
A regular contributor to Keys Weekly.
She's the digital media editor. That's not her actual title.
Yes, but she came out here and she's a fan of all the dogs.
What's the German word of the week?
It is ausfressen, which is to fressen is the animal word for eating.
Uh-huh.
Ausfressen means to eat up or to, eat. And the phrase is, ich habe etwas ausgefressen oder du hast etwas ausgefressen. It's a phrase that means being guilty of something, like having done something bad. So it's usually like, du siehst aber aus, als hättest du was ausgefressen. You look like you just did something bad. But it literally, one of the theories of how it developed is because dogs look guilty after they eat something that they're not supposed to eat.
Like
right?
perhaps Guaco Man, who ate half a pizza off the counter tonight.
You just heard kitchen chomping.
I heard light rustling.
Light rustling, yes.
And it was Guac eating the
Guac
pizza.
had eaten 75% of a freezer pizza. He wasn't appropriately guilty. He's been very good and very restrained.
Yeah.
And we're very disappointed, Guac. We're not mad. We're just disappointed.
Yep.
We used to be able to leave the gate to the kitchen open. But if he's such a pizza homing dog, we might have to close it against you, Guac.
Close followers of German Word of the Week will know that you did just plain old fressen as a previous German Word of the Week on September 15th, 2022.
Yes.
This is ausfressen.
Yeah, it was ausgefressen. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is more used as a phrase for you did something bad. Yeah, but nothing like horrible, but you're feeling guilty about something, which Guac is not, but he did fress something else.
He sure did fress it aus. You got anything for Ingo Corner?
No, beyond the usual, thanks for listening, and you guys are an amazing community, and I'm always encouraged by seeing stories of people sending each other's cards and stuffies and photographs and birthday cards. It's very nice to see this sort of kindness, dominoes falling around.
It is
This
nice.
is not something you or I do, have to do, but everyone has rallied around these weird dogs and is very nice to each other, which is great.
So the podcast is short this week, you guys, but like we're both swamped with work, and next week is also going to be crazy, but then it'll be more normal again. So thanks for sticking with us.
And I'm sober.
Maybe that's the problem.
Grumpy about it right now. That's not true. But
it is true that you're sober. Ish.
Yeah. Yes, but I'm not grumpy either. I'm just distracted as you are. Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for listening. More from us next week. And until next time, Slava Ukraini, and don't bite anyone unless they ask you to.
That'd be a good stamp to put in things. But anyway, yes, don't bite anyone unless you ask you to.
Bye.
Bye.